Starting today, you want to dive into a new anime called Bogus Skill Fruitmaster. It showcases a brilliant world where one gains abilities by consuming a special fruit known as skill fruit. In this realm, everyone must consume this fruit to gain skills, which leads to Desad. What will they become next? Here, we focus on our protagonist Light, who will consume the skill fruit alongside his childhood friend, Lena.
The Light, what kind of abilities are you seeking?
I need such skills that I can fight because I want to be an adventurer. And today is the time to fulfill my childhood dream. Because of that, I'm very excited. But how do you intend to measure your eyes?
I want a scale that I can use for you.
So those two?
Taking their dreams, they go to a church to eat the skill fruit where the sisters or the children, one of the multiple skill fruits, asks to suck the fruit so that they can get their skills. But there is no way that one person in this world can eat the same skill fruit, because if he eats the second fruit, he will be killed because of poison, which our brother's captives are afraid upon hearing. But our brother is very excited about his dream, because he doesn't care about it at all. This sister asks Lena to suck her skill fruit, and we see Lena sucking Sword Saint Kill is found, says Rasisi.
I never thought I'd see this day. God has chosen you.
So Light also becomes very happy seeing this and gets even more excited to achieve his skill. And we see, as soon as he eats his skill fruit, his dream is shattered because he has the fruit. He gets the skills so that he can grow different fruits in a very short time. Then Light talks about eating fruits again and again. And the sister refuses her so that her heart is not broken. Then sister-in-law comes and starts encouraging her and tells her that she will grow fruits with him. Then sister is refusing Lena for this. She refuses and tells him how much her skills are important to her country. Because of this, he has to leave that place and Lena says leaving.
Light, I'll wait for you.
But our poor Diamond's heart is broken, and we see that he has been earning money by growing fruits for 3 months wherever he thinks.
I'm not made for this thing. No, what am I saying? Why did this happen to me in the future?
When Light goes to earn money by sending his fruits, and we find out that he can grow nothing but fruits with the help of his skills. The Light sees that Lena has become an S-rank adventurer within 3 months, and the children are also considering Lena as their ideal, which makes him realize how far he has gone from Lena. But still he is not ready to give up, and we see Vowo Iperi starts training like the norm of everything so that he can become an adventurer. So Light hits his sword on a cut tree, and when we see he feels the blow so loud that he realizes that he cannot become an adventurer, and he says,
I'm absolutely sure. So far, I have both my name and my name.
Must have forgotten. But guys, you know that if this is the main character, then he has no shortage of girls. So that's why he has a girl named Ayala who has no skills, and we find out that the village chief has sent her to Light. That's why they both stayed together. They spend their lives doing different things together. Then they both go out to eat. When Ella asks Light about farming today, Light says,
Today's farming is really amazing, in which skill fruits are very good. I just started growing them because I think that's me. I can buy a good sword. And yes, I keep those skill fruits in separate boxes, so don't eat them without my permission.
But I may have made a mistake because I cut those fruits and put them in today's meal. Could this not be a problem?
Now as soon as you hear this, the Light explodes because if any person scale, if you eat this fruit for the second time, then they are killed because of the poison, and then the Light starts to feel something inside you due to which they fall to the ground, and we see that instead of dying, they get a new skill. Only then here the system feels something, and it says,
I never thought this could happen. I've just seen it. A threat has arisen in this world that can shake the whole world.
Then there's the Light here.
Why didn't I die yesterday and how did I get this new skill? Am I special?
We see that Ayla also gets a skill which is an apprenticeship skill with the help of which she can learn about the skills of others. Then she says,
Light, which is the skill of the fruit master. You can avoid the poison of any fruit, and now you have another skill, which is sword, and whenever you hold the sword, now your attack power will increase. And at the same time, Margie's effect on you will also be less.
Then Light gets very excited after hearing Jill with his sword god and goes to test that Gil with his sword that we see. He cuts 2 trees with the same slash in one turn. Then the Light thought,
I feel like I'm the only one in this world. Today, there is more than one skill.
Light then goes to the Adventure Guild to become an adventurer the next day, where Ella is also very happy to see Pizza, and Light asks her to leave him and walk towards the Adventure Guild. Then Light thinks,
Now that I'm here, I should know how the Ward God skill was formed in my actual battle. Can help, for which I have to find out if I can even join adventure rank or not, and if possible, I want to stand with Lena again.
Turn Light. Adventure goes to the guild's reception, and here Ayla decides that she will collect information on people's skills to help Light. Because of this, she starts reading about the skills of different people. Then this Light collides with an adventure. Then he says, Adventure and,
Boys, exercise caution.
Then says Light,
But it was you who came with me?
So what happened? An adventurer can easily dose this thing. Wait, you are the same girl who was selling fruit in the market until yesterday. So what are you doing here? You know, you don't have a job here.
So the Light ignores him and starts leaving there, which makes that person angry at the Light, and he attacks the Light with the sword, and the Light stops his sword very easily, seeing which he and his friends are surprised, and those people quietly leave there to save their honor. Then Light and his first job leave there, and here, Light is very excited for his first work. Then here we see Light is given the job of catching a slime, and Ayala sees that slime and starts telling about her. Light attacks the slime with his sword, and in one turn, he cuts off that lime, and he realizes that he has used as much force as an elephant to kill that ant. The Light says,
I think I should pay a little attention to my power, so let's now cut a little part of this lime and take it to the gate, so that we can get money in return. Tawayala
says,
I feel so bad to see you biting from this, Sarai.
If we take it, we can take 10 pizzas in return. Really?
Come on, cut it.
Then those people cut the piece of that line, but only then they hear the screaming of some people, and we see there is the same adventure that was messing with the Light, on which an organ has attacked and all of them have exploded too much. Then they all realize that they cannot face that OG. But as soon as they know that the Light is also there, they run towards him and turn his attention towards the Light and go out from a narrow alley. Then seeing him, the Light realizes that he has no choice but to fight with him. Because of Jesus, he pulls out his sword and thinks,
This is a very good thing, because if I beat this monster, my adventure career will start very well.
So he attacks the Hawk Light, and Light escapes his attack, and Isla says,
Take care of the lightsaber god skill. It doesn't increase your physical defense. Because of Jesus, if his attack catches you, you will be killed.
Light thinks,
I dream to be an adventurer whose name will be remembered for centuries, hence I must conquer this today.
Light then attacks him with all his might and misses Lena, cuts him in the middle, and his friends are very surprised to see all this. And here the guild receptionist is also very surprised to see this. Jin and with him give proof that Light has saved his life by defeating him, and they thank Light for this. And that's when the guild is stirred up because a slang party comes back into which we look. There is also Lena. Then our brother gets excited and goes to meet his sister-in-law. Our sister-in-law refuses to recognize him, and this deli is falling apart. Then Isla thinks maybe the Light is hungry. Because of this, those people go to eat pizza. But we see that our brother's heart is so broken that he does not even have the heart to eat anything. Then Ayala asks him to come to reality, and Light starts eating the pizza very quickly. Because of this, the pizza gets stuck in her throat, and we see Bobby giving water from our side. The turn Light says,
Lena, what's happening here?
I also want to ask you, what are you doing at the gate?
And they are coming to be adventurers.
How can this be possible after all?
Then Light starts telling Lena the whole story, and Lena is very happy to see that Light can now fulfill his dream. Then Light and Ayala start asking Lena about her party Sacred, and Lena says,
My party is not that special. I'm just crazy about them because of Holly's sister. You have to work. Well, the money is getting good here, but the atmosphere of this party is very poor. That's why you should stay away from Sacred.
Is that why you were ignoring me? But Sacred is a great party.
Lee can't remember the past, where he teamed up with Sacred to defeat a snake morcha, and because of his fire power, the regret of a farmer is burned, which Sacred's party does not care about at all. They are just focusing on mortars, leaving people alone. Talina tells her sister about it. Our sister also tells him to ignore all these things. Then the Light says here,
Lena, where did you finally get lost? I don't know what's going on with you, but if you're not happy with your party, you can also join our team.
I'm sorry, but I simply can't do that.
If that's the case, why are you crying?
Lena was crying from there. Leaves and gets 10,000 gold coins for killing Light and Ayala here. Ayla is very happy because of Jess, but Light is still thinking about Lena and is worried about her. So Ayla asks Light to talk directly to Gross, the leader of Sacred. Then this Gross is telling the girls about his fight in a very big way, so that the girls are very happy. And then the receptionist of the gate, she tells Gross that some people are unhappy with the work she has just done because their reserve wires have completely dried out due to their power. Then Gross says,
Tell them all to forget all this because they were the ones who asked us to defeat that front, so they will have to endure so much. And anyway, the work was done with little insects. Who cares about the faces?
So, hearing all this, Light gets angry and asks Gross to let Lena leave the party. Gross instructs his men to think for him out, so Jean's friends protest.
Don't go, Ages of Gross Light. Because if you make her angry, you will come to the brown side of the Holly sister. Because of this, you will not be able to earn anything as an adventure in this country.
The Light says sorry.
But I don't think we'll be able to eat pizza.
All here, the next day, all the party members of Sacred are having a lot of fun and thinking about Lena. Light leaving the party, decides to leave Sacred and starts leaving by telling Growth about it. But Growth uses his god speed to stop Lena in the middle of the road. And he says,
How dare you disobey my orders? And anyway, even if you attack me with the power of your sweat set, you can't keep up with my speed at all. So it would be best for you to sit quietly.
Then Ross slaps Lena hard, and he asks her to stay with him forever, which makes Lena very afraid. Then Sacred's team starts to leave, and Light comes in their way and reminds Lena that they promised to be an adventure together, so Lena should go with Light. But Lena refuses for this thing, and we see Lena free from Sacred's clutches. Light challenges Growth to a fight, then Growth says you absolutely.
Are you seriously talking nonsense? Why on earth should I accept your challenge?
Then the Light says,
Are you truly scared of losing?
Are you?
Do you have the courage? You're challenging me. Now, I will set an example through you so that no one goes ahead and brings trouble with me. Yes, if I win, you will be expelled from the Adventure Guild forever. And at the same time, you will never even set foot in this city.
Alright, I agree with that.
Talina says,
Light, you're just an adventure right now. If you are made of it, why are you doing this? And you can't beat Gross in a spot fight anyway.
But Lydia doesn't listen to Lena and gets ready to fight with Gross. Ayala then tells Light about Gorge's Godspeed with the help of her skill. Then Light also tells about his two skills. But Gorge doesn't believe Bill and he attacks Light. Then Light stops his attack and thinks,
I can't even see it because of the Godspeed and there's a lot of power inside it from above. Then
Gross starts attacking Light continuously, and Light is unable to do anything but stop his attack. Then Gross starts using his Godspeed. Because of Jess, it is difficult for Light to stop his attacks. Furthermore, Gross is falling massively on Light, which makes Light understand the immense strength of an S-Lanka. Consequently, Gross shatters Light's sword, causing Lena to start worrying about Light. Then Gross declares with authority,
Lena, if you pledge your entire life to me, I will spare this fool's life.
Do not be anxious, Lena. I will assuredly emerge victorious.
So Lena stands with Light by believing him, and Ayala also comes there, so seeing this, Groth gets even more angry, and Light borrows a broom from a guy to fight. Seeing this, Groth starts to get even more angry because he feels that Light is not taking him seriously. Light feels its power inside that broom and thinks,
I can attack faster than him, but I am not able to attack him this time because I am tracking his movements, so now I have to attack him based on feeling.
Then, he uses the power of speed to attack the Light again. But this time, Light senses his attack and attacks his face with a broom, causing Key Gross to fly into the wall. And Light wins that battle, and Light also threatens the rest of the sacred members and offers Lena to rejoin his party, which Lena gladly accepts. Because of G's, he rests at Lena's house for a week and earns money by growing fruits together. It was then that a friend of Sister Holly came to call Lena to meet the sister so that he could talk to her about leaving the sacred. But Lena refuses to meet her sister because of them. Remove from all the advantages of such rank, but Lena doesn't care. Then they go to find work in the guild, but there they are getting jobs with very little money, which no one accepts, and Light realizes why he should not have come to the sister's bad side. Lena accepts all those jobs and we'll see. Light and Lena together start helping the people there so that they become very happy. But despite doing all this, they don't get much money. And the poor Ayla is upset about the fact that she won't get pizza anymore. Lena says, Me.
I always wanted to use my skills to help people in need. So that's why I'm very happy that I left Sacred to help people, so I have no problem that we are doing such small things. But Light, you didn't want to be such an adventurer, sure you want to do very big things.
No, Lena, I really had a lot of fun today, and I got to learn a lot because of you.
The Light names his party Luxuria, which means incomplete light, and together he asks Lena and Ayla to swear to their adventure journey, whereon Light swears that she will be an adventure the world will remember, and Lena swears that she will be an adventure that will fight for the people, and Ayala swears that she will be an adventure that will eat all the pizza in the world. Then the partner of Paste here says, Are you true?
That's what I'm going to do for them.
Of course, I've talked to Gate about it as well.
But this is such a rank job, so even if you can survive in it, it is very difficult to survive the rest of the two.
Let's pray that such a thing does not happen. And let's see if what is going forward will also be able to change the future or not.
Then the next day she reaches the Job Light team, for which those people get very excited, and Ayala also packs her sweets and also keeps some skill fruits along with it. And guys, with this, Light and Lena reach a place where the atmosphere is very haunted, and there they find an abandoned palace. Then we find out that many adventurers had gone there before Light's team, who disappeared one after another, and Guild also did not get any information about them, so they do not know what kind of moisture the cow has there. So Lena also discovers that Bork and Shira have also disappeared there. Joe is very important to Lena because he taught Lena all things. Then we also know that that castle was built 30 years ago by a guy who earned a lot of money by doing adventures. But no one knows what kind of skills he finally has and how he is completely overcome by despair when he dies. The guide asks Light and Lena to find out about the missing adventure and also asks them to find out the cause of all these things. But Lena is refusing for this task because this adventure is for A rank and B rank. This is also very dangerous, and he feels something black in the doll because he must not have been given this mission like this. But when we see Light, he's very excited for it because he feels that this will make his adventure better, and he's also very excited to see that place. Tamaila is also very excited for this thing because after that adventure, there will be a lot of pizzas, and then these three go out to that place. Then Light and his team stick to the mountain and grow like that castle. But Light is more worried about how an adventurer finally lost so much money than falling from there. But Lena tells him when he will become an astronaut. Then she will get a lot of money, which starts shining like a light, and Ella also starts dreaming of her own house. Because of this, she starts falling down, and Light and Lena also fall behind her. Then Light slows down the momentum of those three with the help of his sword so that those people do not fall down. But the truth of the thoughts is very bad, because those people get out of one trouble and get stuck in another trouble, and we see those thoughts surrounded by zombies, which are actually those adventures which disappeared. Ayala then tells them that those zombies still have their skills available. That's why they should stay away from them. Then Light would not have been able to attack those zombies because he wonders how he can attack his friends. But Lena explains to Light that she must free Honor Adventure so that her miserable life can end. So those people go inside the castle looking for survivors where they get more adventures, and Lena starts fighting them or seeing the light Lelena. It is understood that whether her power and Lena's power is exactly the same, but Lena has mastered the sword end well. Because he is still far behind Lena, Light also starts fighting like Lena, but then a zombie attacks Ilapa and Lena comes and saves him, which makes Light understand that they have to move carefully, so if the Light still hesitates, they will lose their companions. But Light does not understand that only if 18 adventurers have disappeared, then how can finally attack them so many times when Light and with him start moving forward, and here we give a girl waiting for Light. Then Light and his friends find more zombies that are more dangerous than before, and Ayla tells them that someone is controlling them. Light then sees the threads from which he knows that someone is controlling all those zombies with the help of were also controlled by a girl thread. Light and the threads follow them to a room where they meet a girl named Dartena, who is a member of the Dark Light Forces Black So On. Through Isla, Light learns that Dartena has the power of necromancy, through which she can control the dead and spirit-type moisture, or Light knows that Dante has come to kill Light at the behest of someone there. In my opinion, this could be the work of my sister. Why? He sent them all on such a dangerous mission. He seems to love the light. Then she attacks the zombies Light and Lena is confronted by the same companion who taught her everything. Ayla then tells Lena about their skills, and Dantena, who zombies, attacks her to silence Ayla, whereby Light saves Ayla. Then by focusing on Dantena Ayala, as the zombies are sent towards her, and Light is used to save Ayala with all her power, Lena is hesitant to kill her companions, but she realizes that if she does not do so, her love will be in danger. Then she cuts the threads of both of them, and she sees the axes of both of them, and they both give Lena those too. They want to kill them both. Because of G's, Lena manages to kill them, and here is very tired of saving Light Ayla, so he starts asking Light Ayla about the power of the necromancer. Because of this, he realizes that the necromancer can't create more zombies, but he doesn't understand if the necromancer can't do that. So where did so many zombies come from that Dantina understands that Ila is from? How dangerous is it to be there? And she starts attacking Ayla faster and puts Light on her back to save Ayla. Then Light asks Ayla to find the reason for the arrival of a lot of zombies there, and because of that, there are a lot of zombies. Ayla could not scan everyone. Because of this, the light hangs from the swing above, but the bichara has just become an adventure, and no special exercises are done with it. Because of this, it is a little difficult for him to hang. Then Ayala comes to know that the honor county of that castle is the reason for all the zombies to come there, because now he has converted into a zombie who is calling all the rest of the zombies there by using his homosexual skill. Dante doesn't call his spells Eka Shinigami there. He has the power to convert living people into dead people and attacks Light, but Light escapes his attack, and we find out that the Count used his power to summon the Chinagami there because he has a cab skill that people are afraid of and hate the adventure that has that skill. Count Vote's gay skill was one of them. Although people praised his power at first, when they saw that Count Moses could also be summoned there, they felt that if one day he became against the people, then they could be in great danger. Because of this, they tried to frame the Count with the wrong person. And that was the reason. Because of Jesus, he came so far and built his palace. Well, I'm wondering how the craftsman got there, or maybe it happened to him. It could also be that he built a whole house out of zombies. Then we also find out that Geld had also sent Essence there to kill the Count. Because of this, the Count took back that sugar gummy. He called him so that he could turn the rest of the people into zombies along with him, and has been moving around like this ever since. But Light also realizes that through the skill of the Fruitmaster he has, he can acquire these finite skills. But people can also feel threatened by this scale. Because of Jesus, his condition can also be like a Count. But all this Light, instead of thinking about something, he thinks about focusing on the fight for the time being. And one thing he notices is that they can't change their fighting style until Dantina sends an order to the zombies through her string. So if they can attack them before that order reaches there, then they can win this fight. Dantina then attacks Light, and Light dodges her and jumps into the air, and Lena attacks Vishinigami. Because of G's, Dantina doesn't get the time to order and kills Light Count. But before the Count dies, Dantina summons a Mostro, who is a very large dragon, whose roar destroys the zombies and attacks the dragon Dartina. Tamina and Lena tell Light that these are the dragons that even the adventurers of S-Land are afraid to fight, and the skin of this dragon is so strong that any slot attack does not work on it. But who is listening to the Light? Because of this, he breaks his sword by attacking that place in an attempt to show hieropathy. Then no one understands anything, and Ayala gives Light the idea of eating another skill fruit so that Hyena is still enjoying it, and she is convinced that G's moisture is not being able to control. As far as the Light is concerned, who told the poor man that there are still 8 episodes to come, then our Mac is going to die. Then he comes the day after tomorrow and picks up Dantina and takes her away from there, and here Light likes Ayla's offer. Then she starts refusing to take it. Why can the Light get any such power in its orbit so that even the power of his soul god does not work, or the Light covers him? Looking at the tuition, he eats that scale fruit and Lena starts fighting with that dragon. So we see that this time Light gets a scale of bug resistance, which will keep mosquitoes away if not the dragon. So Light asks for 2 more scale fruit from Ayala because they have no other fodder, but we see that he gets the power of a cat charmer, due to which he can strap cats but not dragons, and at the same time he gets a weapon durability boost from which his weapon will break very little, but it is also of no benefit because his weapon has already broken. Then due to eating 2 scale fruits, Light is feeling a lot of pain in his body, and he realizes that now he can only eat 1 scale fruit, but Lena's taste also breaks and he knocks the dragon Lena down. But Light also eats the last scale fruit so that he gets the scale of sleep through which he can put anyone to sleep, but Light starts trying to put that dragon to sleep with that scale. But we see that because the dragon is too far away, those scales are not working on it. Because of this, Light comes up with an idea and he breaks the roof and reaches the dragon's head with the help of stones. Because of this, he manages to put the dragon to sleep. Then the smell starts to break and Lena picks up a piece of the dragon's skin. Why would they get money just by showing it? And anyway, after risking so many lives, if nothing happens, then what is the use? Then those people come out safely and they reach back to the city where Light faints, and here we see that the guy who took Dantina takes him and gives him to the sister. They knew that the Light had defeated the dragon, but he still believes that the Light cannot face Black On. And the sister also does not believe that the Light is really so powerful, and with this episode ends. A link to the next episode will appear on your screen. You can watch an episode by clicking on the specs.